Matter said, greetings to you, Highlight. It's a pleasure for me to introduce myself to you if we haven't already known each other. I am Bella Isis, a Pleiadian in a human body. Since September 2021, I have been in contact with my galactic family, the Pleiadians. But we are not only consciously connected. No, I am already living with them here on this planet, on Earth, in the present time. And that's what I want to tell you about today. From my earliest childhood days, I knew that I was different from other humans, but I didn't understand what was wrong with me. Why did I never really feel that I belonged? All these years I couldn't find out what was different with me and inside me. I always had the feeling that I didn't belong to them, to humans. I felt strange, alone and lost. But only when I knew that I was an alien in a human body and was able to find myself and my origins, I began to feel relief. Relief at realizing why I am the way I am. On the one hand, this process of awakening made me breathe a sigh of relief because I finally understood, but at the same time it started a chain reaction of events, some quite difficult or profound. It's a path from constant sleep to awakening. I began to realize that I had been blind and literally in a coma all these years, for I no longer remembered the Pleiades or my divine origin. But my galactic family is with me. They visit me very often, right in my house. Little by little, different beings showed me my divine origin, not just my extraterrestrial one. I was allowed to wake up from a slumber of over 30 years and realized that I myself am a divine being in a human body. Many people forgot about this when they incarnated here. In the past, I was more of an outsider who didn't really fit into society. Because of various issues that have determined the development of my soul, I too have been going through a process in the past years that have kept me small in self-doubt, incomprehension, and a feeling of absolute powerlessness. I was a very unsettled and sensitive person. I had no self-confidence, nor did I believe in myself. My insignificance was reflected back to me again and again, and I believed it, because there must be something wrong with me if I always felt so uncomfortable and different amongst so many people. My path had to go through absolute darkness and despair in order to see the light. Without the darkness, there is no way to see even the faintest glimmer of light. And that's the process I had to go through. I had to go through the darkness to see the light. But through it all, I have always had a big heart and faith that one day a miracle would happen to me. This has been one of my biggest wishes since I was a child, because I wanted to experience magic like Cinderella. I wanted to meet elves or a nice fairy. I would have preferred to live a life like a certain sorcerer's apprentice that we know from famous films and books. Fairy tale books and fantasies determined my life and finally brought me out of the darkness. The creatures were always present in my imagination and would be shown to me in various fairy tales or fantasy books to remind me of them, but we were still separated by a veil of forgetfulness. In those days, my soul and my basic vibration were not yet ready to actively experience them every day. But somewhere along the line, the day came when I was allowed to wake up little by little, and I tell this story in my books. My name is Bella Isis, and my experiences speak directly to the light workers. They show that we should have courage for the world we long for is already here. My books are called Take Courage, Lightworkers, Take Heart, My Life Among Aliens, and that's exactly my message. Take courage to hold on, because I'm already partly living in the new world, right among and with you. Yes, I also live among aliens. Every day in my earthly home, I receive visits from galactic representatives of various species. Some of them I have an employment contract with, others are currently training me on other planets, and many are just friends who drop in for tea. I'm not kidding. The aliens come to visit and have tea with me. But it is not only aliens who come to visit. So-called gods, from mystical stories, also came to visit. With all humility and respect, I can say that one of my magical friends is God Thor himself. Yes, you have understood correctly. This being is also real. He is as real as you are. God Thor and I already know each other from another incarnation, and of course from higher dimensions. I will soon be talking about God Thor on my YouTube channel. We have already prepared a recording. He expresses in the video that his reputation needs to be restored because of the movies we are watching, because it is inappropriate how he is portrayed. He is not a drunkard and he is not rowdy. The way he is portrayed is extremely sacrilegious and blasphemous. He is demanding to be seen in the right light, and I am helping him as his friend. My divine noble friend demands more respect from humans, for every being deserves respect. But I am also accompanied by magical creatures that you only know from fairy tales or legends. In the second and third volumes of my books I have written, a very special kind of being appears. But I don't just receive messages directly, no, I also receive visitors, at least most of the time. The gods, magical beings and angels are with me in my home. They come and go just as you receive visits from human friends or family. In my books I tell you little by little how my personal magical story has built up to encourage you that we are already living in the new world. It's just a matter of becoming aware of how to perceive. I take people on a journey, on my journey, and the experience itself is extremely energetic and high vibrational. When my volumes are opened, there is a gentle wind blowing out of them. I can sense energies from books because I'm clairvoyant and clairaudient. I can also sense energies from books because I'm clairsentient. I didn't have gifts before. They never left me when I incarnated. I just forgot what I was capable of deep within. I forgot my own divinity, and in my story I tell how these gifts and abilities are now gradually coming back. My life is mystical and hidden. I lead a double life, one as Bella Isis and one as an earthling. My earthly family and companions are not aware of my mission. Everything happens in the background. I often feel like I am in a spy film because I have to cover my tracks and be extremely careful. Maybe I will talk about that another time. But the most important thing is that I can inspire and encourage you. The courage to have faith in the kind of world you want to live in, because it already is. We just need a lot more people who want to and can manifest it outwardly. Take courage, lightworkers. Dare to break out of your everyday life and see the world with different eyes. For 5D is a state of being and not a place we go. 5D is a state of being, not a place. We create 5D through our lives. You are divine, just as every other person has the divine spark within them. And it is also up to you personally to help build the world you want to experience on the outside. My books encourage you to believe that all is well and will be well. For I am being trained by galactic beings right here on Earth, and I'm going to tell you about my experiences. I tell you what it's like to live with pixies, to receive visits from elves or dwarfs, but also from high cosmic councils who suddenly appear directly in my living room. I have contact with aliens every day because they are already among us. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the future. Take courage, lightworkers. Take heart. With courage and love in my heart, yours, Pleiades